Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Melissa, and in today's video, I'm going to be setting up my Frankenplanner for Q4 for October through December 2023. So, if that interests you, keep on watching. So in setting up my Frankenplanner for October through December or Q4 2023, I'm going to be using the pumpkin cutout metal classic discs from Happy Planner. And I'm also going to be pulling in my smoke color deluxe snap-in cover. And I absolutely love this. I was debating whether to use the midnight black, but I just used that in Q3. So I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. And I thought it would still go well, the smoke cover with these pumpkin cutouts, just to kind of have like a ghostly, ghouly kind of, feeling going into, October season and everything. So as I always do, I always set up my deluxe snap-in deluxe covers just like this. And then when I take the metal discs, I just simply pull them out like this. And because this is classic size, we're not going to be using two of these. So I just kind of take two of them and set them aside. And then what I like to do personally is I like to take them one by one, okay? So I'm thinking, I want to have the pumpkin facing up. So I'm just going to lay them in like this. And you could probably do like more than one at a time, but I personally like to put my metal discs in this way when I'm using my deluxe snap-in covers, because as you can see, they're a little bit thicker in material. They're still kind of bendy and malleable and everything, but it's kind of like a faux leather kind of material. And I absolutely love these covers. I think they do a really great job at protecting the contents of, my catch-all, my wellness planner, my personal, daily journaling and everything. And so I really like it that way. And so I always go one by one because, like I said, due to the thickness of these covers. And so just kind of take your time, just putting them in as so. And then once I have that done, I'm going to come over here to this side and kind of do the same thing where I just kind of go like this. And I do kind of do it a little bit more, maybe a little bit more gingerly, a little bit more careful, than maybe some other people do with snapping them in, maybe really quickly. I do it because I really don't want to bend, the disc bound, spine of these deluxe covers. And I want to get the most longevity as I possibly can out of them. So it's just kind of how I like to do. And also with doing it this way and setting up your Frankenplanner by putting in the spine first, or your front and back cover along the discs and everything, it makes it a lot easier for when you're, pulling in and putting in your inserts for each section, okay? So with that being said, we're gonna come over here to my current Q3, and we're just gonna pop this open. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna simply pull out the first part of this. So I'm going to be pulling out my cover page, I'm pulling out my calendar, perpetual calendar. I'm just kind of seeing here what else I have and here to kind of pull out. I think that might be it for now. So let me pop that over to the side. Lift. Whoop. Oh boy. Oh no, I ripped a little bit, but that's okay. We're still going to be fine. It'll still be okay. All right, yeah, I just kind of ripped that little one a little bit. But it's okay. We can still make it work, guys. Okay. And that's why I also take my time, because sometimes I get a little too excited, setting up my new Frankenplanner, and, mistakes can happen. All right, and so from my current Frankenplanner, I'm also going to be pulling in, let's see here, I'm going to flip over to the back end. And in this back end here, I'm going to be pulling out my Sara Marie stickers, my Coffee Monster Co stickers, and then this Erin Condren, to do kind of wipe off one, just in case I want to use something as like a straight edge. And then I'm also going to be pulling these back note pages out. So we're just going to lay that down a little bit, gently pull those out. And then we're also going to be pulling out my planner wish list that we created here on my channel. So you can find that if you guys are interested in seeing how I put that together. Okay, and I think that might be everything so far, so we're just going to put that to the side. And then we are going to start off, and I'm also going to be pulling in these dashboards, okay? So these are some older ones and everything. If they are still available anywhere, I will have a link, just a link down in the description box for your convenience and everything finding these, but I might not be able to find them. But I'm also going to be using these newer dashboards also for, you know, sectioning off my different sections. So what I have is, my first section is always going to be my catch-all, which is the Celestial 2023 monthly layout planner from Happy Planner. And then for my second section, it's going to be my wellness/fitness. And for that section, I use the Happy Planner Nature Classic Wellness for Happy Planner for all that kind of tracking. And then lastly, my third section is my daily journaling, also combined with my reading tracking. And that is the Just Peachy Classic horizontal layout planner from Happy Planner. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take these inserts here of these note pages, and I'm simply going to divide them in half and then put them in here in the back. And I kind of just divide them, just like I said, just to make sure that I'm not, you know, bending the spines or anything like that on the disc bound, you know, spine. And then we're going to put my planner wish list folder and planner, or I'm sorry, and wish list. See, so I created the folder, and then it has the planner wish list inside. So I'm just putting that here in the back, and then I'm going to bring that over, and then we're going to just simply pull up this tab and then just slide the stickers in. So that way I have them at my disposal for when I need to, you know, start doing those sections and everything. Okay, and now I think in the back, I think I want to use, so I want to use these two, I think more towards like the front sections and everything, with maybe this one. I really like the chevron, you know, kind of aspect. And then I also like this one. It's nice and big, so I'm going to put this one to denote the notes section part of my Frankenplanner. And I really wanted to pull in like some blacks and everything, or like moodier colors in my dashboards that I had available. So this is coming from the La Fleur bookmark 2-pack set, and this is coming from the brand new from, as part of the fall 2023 release. I do believe it's called Moody Blooms bookmark. So as I said before, anything I showcase here or describe or use, if I have a link to it and everything, I will have it linked down below in the description box for your convenience. Okay, so now we are going to come over here to the Celestial planner, and we're simply going to come over here to the October, and we're going to pick up all of the full month, you know, full of insert. And we're just going to pop in just like so. And then we're going to do the same thing for November. And having like the note section and everything in the back also provides a little bit more stability and everything when I'm putting in the inserts. And then lastly, we're going to pull in December. Okay. So now we are completely done with that, and I cannot believe it's like the last part of the year that we're coming up on. And then I just leave this together, you know, and just set it to the side. So then I can use that leftover covers for anything, you know, else that I want to use. Okay, and now I think what I want to do is, I think I'm going to use this bloom one here for my catch-all section. So I'm really going to be putting that one right here. And the reason why I'm putting this one right here is because it really just brings in to the section that I'll be kind of starting on, which will be my October currently dashboard page, which will be right here. And as I'm, you know, moving through and everything, once I'm done with the currently dashboard page, I will be moving this bloom one to the first page of my weekly spread. So whenever I need to pop over to my weekly spreads to write down anything that I'm doing day to day and everything, I have the bookmark already there in that current week spread and everything. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to flip this all the way over to this Now remember, this is October, November, and December of my catch-all planner and everything. Now we're going to move into pulling 3 months, so October through December, from this the nature wellness one. Okay, and so we're going to flip this over, and this was an 18-month planner, so yeah. So again, we're going to be pulling in the October insert and then laying that in here. And then again for November. And then for December. Okay. And then we are done with the nature wellness one. I'm just going to put that away. And then next we are going to, I think for this section here, I wanted to use this really pretty, well actually no, I'm going to use this one because it's a little thicker. It's got the chevrons, and so we're gonna have like the black colors, you know, in the first dashboard. This one with the silver, and then we're gonna end with like some more black tones on our third one. So I'm gonna flip over here to this section, which is going to be my fitness / wellness. We're gonna put this here in the front, and again, like I did in the catch-all section, reason why I'm putting this one right here for now is because when I start planning here, for the first thing is going to be the currently dashboard page for October in that fitness section, okay? And so now we're gonna flip on over, okay? And then I'm gonna keep that as separation for like the notes and planner, you know, wish list section. And then now we are going to bring over from the Just Peachy, and we are going to be pulling in, let's see, October through December. Yeah. Ugh, flip this around here. Okay, and now we are going to be pulling in month by month for October. November. And December. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a quick look here in my current Frankenplanner to see if I have the currently dashboard page here, and I do. So we're gonna flip this over here to October, and I'm just gonna go already putting this bookmark in, because as I set up October for every, you know, the first part here before it starts, I'm going to have my bookmarks in place so I can work on my currently dashboard pages for each section. And then I'm going to pull in from my current Frankenplanner the back page for the currently dashboard page for October. And the reason why I like to use the Just Peachy or the horizontal layout for my daily journaling is, you can see I really like the horizontal layout and everything because it gives me enough space and everything to write down any kind of personal thoughts, memory keeping, or anything that happens day to day or anything. But I really just kind of want to like make note of, or have it as like a daily journal or daily diary and everything like that. So I really like the horizontal layout for that. So now that we have that all set and done, we're going to flip on over here towards the front. And from my current Frankenplanner here, let's see, I'm going to see where I left off here. All right. I'm going to be pulling in my checklist. Now, you guys know and everything, my checklist is where I keep track of like any kind of social media stuff, like, you know, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over to the back section of my catch-all, okay? And that is where I like to put in this section here. So I'm going to be putting this checklist here just from, and then you can pull in this checklist type, you know, spread and everything like that from, I do believe, like a teacher layout or teacher accessories and everything. And there's also maybe some accessory filler paper called, checklist through Happy Planner, I do believe so. And then I'm going to be pulling in my homemade, social media calendars that I made here using freebies from freebie printouts from the Coffee Monster Co. And then I'm going to put that in next. Ooh. Getting ahead of myself. I'm going to flip over the checklist section first. Yeah. And then put this one in. Okay. I'm going to flip that over. And then we're going to put in the other remaining checklist pages. Okay. Okay, and then last but not least in this section, I like to pull in my chores. Ooh, let's see here. Make sure I'm just grabbing the chores. So in my current Frankenplanner, I have this chores. When you flip it open, you have your daily chores, your weekly chores, and your monthly chores layout. Now obviously you notice I don't check mark anything, but I do use this as kind of like a guide and everything for like when I'm listing in my monthly layout, my catch-all planner for day-to-day. I might just put in daily chores, weekly chores, monthly chores, and then if I get whatever portion of those that I wanted to focus on for like that week, that month, that day done, then I check mark on in my weekly spread. So we're going to be pulling that out. And I do believe, and I like to have this one being the last part of my catch-all section, and then goes into, like I said, my fitness wellness section of my Frankenplanner. And I do believe that might be it. No. Yeah, let me pull in my perpetual calendar, and that will be the start of leading into my fitness wellness. Okay, and I'm just flipping over here on the side, just making sure I have everything else. Oop, and I'm noticing that I'm also going to be pulling in, let me flip this over a little bit. So I'm trying to turn too many pages all at once. Okay, so for my current one, I'm going to be pulling in this meal plans. And I really like this section because it really comes in handy for when I have like weekly meal plan inserts, and then it just kind of gives you some ideas here for like measurements on the side. So this was a part of the Homestead, I do believe, accessory pack from a while back. But like I said, if I have it and everything somewhere, I'll list it down below in the description box for you guys. So for this one, I am going to flip over to the very end or the back of my fitness wellness section. And that is where I like to lay or have my meal plans in those weekly meal plan inserts, because they really do come in handy. I will say, like when I'm on the go or throughout the week and everything, sometimes I'll have like some different ideas for what I want to make, like say I want to do like chili, and then I can put like a Tuesday leftovers, and then Wednesday we might have like something different like an enchilada dinner, and then Thursday will be leftovers, and so on and so forth. But on the back side, it's really nice because you have this really nice grocery list and everything. So whenever I go grocery shopping, I pull out my grocery list, take it with me, and just cross off as I go. Really handy. And I like to leave that at the back end of my fitness wellness section because, like I said, I don't necessarily do meal planning like as a whole planner, but I do like to meal plan using these half sheets, and then like I said, having these meal plans tab here with like the different measurements of different things. Okay, and I think, friends, that is going to be everything that I needed to pull from my current Frankenplanner, and yes, that is. So now we can focus on. So now we're going to flip over here to the front, and I'm just going to take a look here just to make sure that I have everything that I absolutely need here in this new Frankenplanner setup for Q4. So here we have the cover page and everything, or your welcome hello page this belongs to. You have your, calendar at a view. You have your perpetual, calendar. And then here we're going to come into October for our catch-all and everything like that. So you can see with the monthly layout, you have the monthly goals after your monthly spread. You have the daily tasks monthly layout portion, which I really like. 2 note pages. I use this for my budget and my debt trackers. And then you go through. And then at the very end of the catch-all section here, you're going to have my checklist, which marks for like my social media tracking section. Okay. And then after that, we have the chores here, which marks off for like different things that I want to just, use as a guide for like different chores on helping me keep my house clean and organized. And then after that section, it leads into, your fitness wellness section over here. And so, I really like this layout and everything for the fitness and wellness. And you guys know I like to change this section for like the breakfast across, lunch and snacks, dinner, and then this section down here is where I like to list like what kind of movement or exercise or anything like that I've done for that day, that week, what have you. And then just write like encouraging things on the side. Okay, and then after we have that, we pop on over here to the back end. We have our meal plans tab with our weekly meal plan half sheets, okay? And then we have our bookmark here, marking off for the beginning part of our daily journaling / reading section. Now you guys know I like to use the currently dashboard pages. I'm going to show you the one for November. These currently dashboard pages, I like to use them as like part of my reading tracker. It's part of like listing out any fun quotes or anything like that, or excerpts from like books that I've read over the month that I really enjoy. And then I use the monthly spread here for my reading tracker. So I set it up for, showcasing like all my different, books and everything from my TBR books folder here that I made of all the different books that I've read throughout the month. I also keep track of how many books, how many pages, just for my own kind of well-being. And then you go into, the weekly spread, which is the horizontal layout for my daily journaling. And then last but not least, here towards the back of the Frankenplanner, again, we have this wonderful, classic dashboard bookmark here. We have our homemade planner wish list and folder. And then it comes into our different note pages here. I have like one from Joanne's Sew, I do believe, project note paper. I do believe this might be the Faith one. It's really old, but like I said, if it's still available, I'll have it linked down below. And I think this is the daily or today note pages. So again, if it's still available, it will be linked down below. And then here in the very back, we have our stickers and everything that we use. And then just, this old Erin Condren one that I use as kind of a guide and everything, which I actually am going to move this to the front. And I'm also going to do the same thing here with our Coffee Monster Co. So I'm just going to flip this over because it's a little bit easier to do it that way. Flip it over, open it up. I'm going to put this right here. And I think I'm also going to bring in my actual, old Erin Condren, ruler there. And then we put the Coffee Monster Co. stickers right there. And that, my friends, is going to be my Frankenplanner setup for Q4 for October through December 2023. I hope you found this video helpful and everything, and especially if you are doing Frankenplanning for the very first time yourself in your planner system and everything. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will get back to you guys really quickly, and I'd love to hear from you guys. And then also comment down below, are you guys using a Frankenplanner system for the very first time? Or have you been using it, throughout the year and everything for 2023? Comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And with that being said, if you guys like this video and like the kind of content that I put out here in this slice of the planner community on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. It is 100% free. Remember to hit the bell notification on. That way you're notified of all my future and upcoming videos. And with that being said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Remember to take care of yourselves, be kind, spread some love, and as always, I'll catch you guys in my next one.